request to join, Tosca? Morning, everyone. Sorry, guys, my internet's playing up a bit today. How is everyone? Hello, Tosca.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
How are you?
I'm great. Just see if this makes any difference. Does that make any difference?
Not really, no.
Oh, okay. Technology, hey.
I know. I had to go over to 4G because my internet must be a bit wonky today. Bit wonky.
Like wonky donkey.
Wonky. It is a wonky donkey. So who have we got on?
Like
We've
that.
got some people. Hello, everybody.
Hello, lovely
Say hello.
people.
Hi. Welcome. It's Friday.
Welcome.
Already, the 20th
Friday.
of August. Yay.
And before we actually start, Amanda, I am going to light my special root chakra candle to put us in the mood.
I've got mine. I've got my essential oil one burning today.
Beautiful.
Called Love.
Oh, we all need a bit of love, don't we? We can always take on more love.
We can. Yeah. Absolutely.
Beautiful.
All right. Do we want to wait a little bit? Oh, we're getting some more people coming on. That's awesome.
Yay.
How is everybody? Tell us what's happening with you today. We'll just wait a little bit before we get into it.
Absolutely.
How's your week been, Tosca?
Oh, it's been, what have I been doing? The days just blur, don't they? Yeah, I've been doing lots of writing and research on my book. So that is what I've been doing. So my head's been very much in the writing world, which is awesome. Really awesome.
Oh,
yeah. And what about you, gorgeous one?
Oh, I don't know where the week's gone either. It's been amazing. But yeah, I've just been researching new fragrances, and I've got a winner of our last month's $100 spending spree. I'm doing special one for her, the beautiful Lauren Higgs, for her label. She's got a beautiful clothing label, so we're working on that together. And yeah, ordered a whole heap of new fragrances yesterday, so that's exciting. So we've got a whole heap of variety now. So that's good.
Awesome. The fragrances and the colors, and you know, I know for the Joyful Goddess, the glitter, which I love. It's just divine.
Girl's got to have a sparkle.
We all need sparkle.
Sure. All right. Did we want to get started? The beautiful Tosca is going to take us through a bit of breath work, get us into the right mood.
Absolutely. So let's just bring ourselves into this glorious space. So by all means, bring your hand to your heart. And this just signifies that we are safe. We're just going to do some gentle breath work. So taking a nice big inhale and a slow sigh out. Letting it all just go. And again, a nice big inhale. And a slow, deliberate sigh out, letting it all go that no longer serves us. And one more breath now. And just allow your eyes to close and allow your body to settle. And allow yourself just to come into this beautiful space. Allow yourself just to notice the sounds in your space, coming and going. And even notice the flow of your own breath, the easy flowing in and the easy flowing out. There's nothing else you need to do or be. Slow and deliberate. We can even start to hear the gentle sound of our own breath. That gentle in sound on the inhale and the gentle out sound on the exhale. Allowing yourself to deliberately slow down. Feeling the inhale and releasing on the exhale. Beautiful. And as we breathe in on our next breath, we breathe in love into our body, all the way down to the very tips of our toes, to the very top of our head. We breathe in love. And as we exhale, we breathe out love to our family, our friends, and this beautiful world. Breathe deeply and know that you are loved. And you are loved. Just allowing your beautiful hand now to gently drop down to your lap. Offer yourself some nice gentle shoulder rolls. Taking some deeper breaths if you need to have a nice big juicy stretch or a yawn. Because we are back, baby.
I love that. I just love it. The one that you have on your Instagram page is amazing.
Oh, thank you. I love it too.
It's a good start to the day. Really good start. And I think everybody needs that at the moment.
We do. We need more love. With the chaos that is going on around us, we need those anchors to remind us.
Yes.
To come back home.
Totally.
Back home to our hearts. Yeah.
Totally. Oh, my stupid dodgy phone's getting a bit funny. So if I may,
yes.
If it's all right with you, Tosca, can I just go through a brief summary of, we're going to do the root chakra today, or otherwise known as the base chakra?
Yes.
And if it's all right with you, can I just go through a quick summary of it, and then we can go back and get more involved? Is that okay?
Totally. Let's do that.
Yep. All right. So for anybody that's joining us, and if you're really interested, there's a free downloadable chakra reference guide on my page in, excuse me, in my bio. Oh, excuse me, what a time to lose my voice. And I have a reference card. So
beautiful.
Let's go through the root chakra. So the mantra or tone for the root chakra is Lamb. Yes. So this is what happens. Tosca takes us through a lot of this stuff in her Joyful Goddess program.
Yes.
And we do a lot of chanting, and we also do the chakras chanting.
Yes.
And it's just amazing.
Yeah.
So it's got here the purpose. So the root chakra links the individual with the physical world, defines the concept of being and accepted being, serves as the foundation to evolve and build build the personality, embraces aspects from an energy, self-expression, ambition, consistency, desires for security, and the survival of self and species.
Yeah.
Now, this card's got everything else. I won't go through everything because it's going to take us too long. But the associated body parts are the dense body, solid parts of the body, being the bones, the teeth, the nails, the legs, the arms, the intestines, the butt, and the prostate. So you're probably getting an idea, everybody, where it's located. So it's in, I'm going to get a little bit scientific. So it's in between the and your bottom. That's where it's located. It's kind of, I've got to be really careful, haven't I? So when your chakra is clear and in harmony, profound connection to nature, trust in nature's laws, a deep understanding of It's ebb and flow. And when it's out of, I'm finding it hard to read because these aren't my reading glasses. So out of harmony, when it's blocked, you have an inability to trust nature. You focus on material possessions, the need to satisfy own desires and wishes.
Yes.
And of course, the colour is bright red.
Yes.
And there's the symbol.
Yes.
It's a beautiful symbol. All right, my
beautiful.
love. So,
and the smell's divine on your candle too.
Oh, thanks.
That's right. So, yeah, it's gorgeous smell.
Frankincense. I think it's frankincense and myrrh.
Oh, I love frankincense. Love frankincense. That's it. So that root chakra is such an important chakra. It gives us our security, not only to this world, but our security to our family, for the want of our tribe, we could even put this into like our clubs. This is what gives us our security because we're in the group, and this is where we get our safety from. This is where we get our connection from. This is where we have that sense of safety.
Yeah.
So it's really about the sense of how we can ground into that to keep ourselves safe and secure.
So it's like really the element is earth.
The element is earth, and that's
grounding.
Absolutely, grounding in. And that is a perfect, if we think of grounding, we breathe in. So we're going down, we're grounding into the essence of who we are. Whether or not we want to breathe in and ground into Mother Earth, which is a beautiful practice as a grounding, or we breathe in and we ground into ourselves, the very structure of our being, and find security and trust in ourselves. Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, there's just so much involved in it. People would be blown away if they actually, it's just amazing. It affects us so much that we just don't realise, do we really?
No.
I mean, the health issues just alone, like some of them are disorders of the bowel and large intestine, disorders of the bones, issues with legs, feet, knees, base of spine, eating disorders and frequent illnesses. Well, hello. Most of us actually suffer from a lot of those things, especially upset tummies when we're stressed and we've got so much going on, especially this time in the world, what's going on in the world for sure. So
absolutely,
it really is something that people can really get into, something for sure.
Yeah. And we all know when we're not feeling grounded. Like we all know when we're just reacting, responding, like, we're just all over the place. And it is when we know we're grounded, we feel that deep connection again. We feel like we're back where we're meant to be. We feel like we've found our place again. Yeah. And I think with all the world events going on around us in here, it's very easy to feel that we're not grounded. It's very easy to go into that fight or flight or fear response, because it's like everywhere we look. And the very thing we need is to come back to the truth, come back, ground ourselves back in. And if we look at the spiritual meaning of this root chakra, it is all is one, and one is all. So yes, we're talking about security and trust, but also talking about the world as one too. So the world needs our love at the moment. We need our love. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And Absolutely. And Mother Earth is such a beautiful place to ground into, whether it's out in the bush, whether it's out at the beach, whether it's even just looking at nature on a photo or imagining nature gives us sense of groundedness and well-being. Yeah,
true. Yeah, I always find that. I did a post a while ago because I was, PTSD from work, maybe. For those who don't know, my story is I used to work, I'm not going to say who the employer is, I used to have a job that I left last year in August because the panic attacks and anxiety from the stress levels that I was put under were just becoming debilitating, so I just had to leave. And a lot of people say to me, oh my God, why didn't you take them? You can't. It's one of those employers that there's no way that you would ever be able to get any compensation or help, because I tried. So I left and I was suffering from panic attacks. So I still get them from time to time. But the best thing, and I'm so lucky that my husband is so understanding, we could be at lunch and it just starts to happen. Having a happy time, blah, 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 because somewhere in my subconscious, I've just lost, it's just started to play games with me again. It comes from my subconscious and it just rears up, and it's to the point where I feel I'm actually going to fall over and cark it. So he takes me to the beach and we walk along the beach because he knows I need to put my feet in the sand or on the earth to ground myself. And oh my God, it's so amazing the effect that it has. It's brilliant. It not only takes your mind, your subconscious away from, you know, the panic and whatever's happened in the background there, but you're in nature and you're looking at all the beautiful scenery and the beach and the water and sand, and it's just, yeah, things like that can just, they sound so simple that you wouldn't think that they can work, but God, they do.
They do. They really do. And it's that medicine that our bodies need, our soul needs. Like, it is exactly that. And when you're out there, it's like your breath slows down. You're back into where you are. You're back from that overthinking, back into your heart, back into the moment. You feel so good, don't you? It's like, oh, I'm back home again now. Oh, I don't know where I've been, but now I'm back.
It's true. It's so true. And I think that, you know, I mean, I know that a lot of places are in lockdown and stuff, and you know, they've got constraints on how far they can travel. But if you're lucky enough to be able to just go and put your feet in some grass, it doesn't have to be the beach. It can. I mean, I live in a townhouse, so it's cement. But we're lucky; we've got some grass out the front. We can walk out the front. We can put our feet in the grass. We're there. That's all you have to do. So, you
absolutely.
know, work, follow Tosca.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's amazing what we can do.
We can do. And I know for myself, if I'm on those busy days and I can't get outside, or I'm just so much in my head, I'm just, you know, work mode or whatever, I have a little anchor that reminds me to come back. And I chose this little anchor from nature. And I think you might have some little earth anchors or earth anchors too. When I'm outside, it seems to be that I seem to notice this gorgeous little bird outside. It's a little wagtail. And every time, and when I see this wagtail, I go, oh, that's right. Come back into the moment. Let me sit and just look at you for a little while. Let me just commune with you. And it brings us back. And those little earth anchors, those little gorgeous animal anchors are divine. Do you have the wagtail too?
I have Willie. There was a Willie that used to follow me on the pathway to work every morning when I used to go to work. And also, it reminds me of my grandfather, because there were always Willie wagtails at his house. And that's my, you know, I think, oh, I mean, if you believe it or not, but I do. I'm like, oh, he's here. And also butterflies are my thing.
Beautiful.
But, I mean, you know, even if you've got an animal, like a pet or something, you can just sit down and give them a pat and give them a hug and have a cuddle and all this sort of thing. And, it's amazing. It's just people are so busy that they don't see it anymore. And I was the same. Yeah. It was always, you know, going to work, driving, concentrating, not taking any notice of all the beautiful, you know, greenery around me and the trees and the mountains and everything. Not that it, you know, you should take your eyes off the road while you're driving. Please don't do that. But, you know, you've got this whole vision as you're driving. You can see it, and the sky and all that sort of stuff. And I think it's a shame. So maybe this can be a reminder to people to, you know, actually just take a breath. Just stop.
Absolutely.
Take a breath.
And, you know, I know this sounds as crazy as this sounds, and it sounds crazy, but even setting a reminder or a little alarm on the phone, you know, whether you think every hour, every 2 hours, just to beep, beep, okay, that's the time for me to either have a gratitude clock to really just appreciate, or put your hand on your heart and breathe in the gratitude, breathe in the breath. And, you know, there's so much, research or no research, you know that it feels good when we stop in and we do breath and we do gratitude practices. So it's so good. And it's the very thing we need to calm the nervous system, you know?
Yeah, well, that's exactly right, isn't it? I mean, I heard it explained really well yesterday. I was watching a video of a guy who does yoga and breath work and stuff, and it's exactly what you've always said. It's like if you have a fright, like if you're walking across the street and you think a car's going to come through and hit you, what do? You don't go, oh, exhale. Yeah. And then you stop breathing.
Yeah.
So your nervous system kicks in. That's right, isn't it, Tosca?
That's
your
exactly
nervous system
right.
kicks in and it's all flight or flight. So you've got, and that's one of the worst things I ever did. Yeah.
And it's interesting you saying that, because when we do that hold in the breath, as in contraction, we can actually hold in that stress and imprint our nervous system with it, and it feels like it triggers if you want to call it a trauma response in the body. It's that very thing. Yeah. It puts the subtle knots in the not the subtle knots, it puts the knots in the subtle anatomy, and it can really, you know, imprint us. Yeah.
So it's true. Just amazing. The human body is just amazing. It's just amazing.
It is very,
trying
very
to protect us, but unfortunately these days there's too much, you know, fight or flight, and we're all suffering from it.
There is, and I think
it's so important.
Yeah. And many of us, you know, social media, you know, on the computers, you know, doing all this stuff on technology also doesn't help us to ground. It takes us away from that element of grounding and really sort of coming back home again. So, you know, maybe when, you know, we were younger and, you know, life was different, we just were outside playing and da-da-da. But now it's almost like we have to make it a deliberate part of our day to remind ourselves.
Yeah. It has to become something we think about, I think.
Yeah.
Something that
there's a beauty,
the daily practice.
Totally. And that practice of that mantra that with this particular root chakra is I am.
Yeah.
I am. And reminding ourselves, I am strong, I am grounded, I am. And even if you're scared, you know, if you're vulnerable, I am vulnerable and I am courageous. You know?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Exactly right. Like you always say, light and dark, light and dark.
Yeah, light and dark.
Yeah, actually
we do. And exactly that. We have the light and the shadow of everything. Like if you look at a chakra, like a pattern, like an archetype, a master archetype, you can really see there's those light aspects of when we're in flow and we're totally grounded and we're in the root chakra and it's open, it's flowing in and out and all around. Then you feel it when it's blocked. And the dark side of it as well. Well, yeah, light, dark, yeah.
Yeah, totally agree. I was just going to say some of the affirmations. I've got this wonderful, I showed them the last time. I've got this wonderful book that I use.
Gorgeous.
I'm not very good at retaining information a lot of the time. I love to read, but don't ask me afterwards. Affirmations for the base chakra. So it's exactly what you said. It's like, I am safe.
Yes.
I am safe here.
Yes.
The earth supports me and meets my needs.
Yes.
My body's becoming more important to me. I nurture it constantly. I am responsible. I am responsible for my life. I can cope with any situation. I deserve the best that life has to offer. My needs are always met.
My needs are always being, absolutely. Important mantras to remind ourselves, because sometimes we forget. Yeah.
Well, there's so much going on at the moment too. It's just, it's scary. But we don't want to live in fear, people.
No.
We want to do whatever we can, be safe, but do whatever you can to stop the fear. Because you don't want to be living constantly in fight or flight, that's for sure.
And
so, So is there anything else you wanted to add, Tosca?
No, just, I think that's a beautiful introduction to the root chakra. And, I'd be curious to see if anyone's got any comments or anything like that. Yeah, just to deepen into it, because there's so much with the root chakra that we can go into. And I think we're having another session next week on the root chakra. You know, there's the emotional aspect of the root chakra. There's a spiritual aspect that we just touched on. You know, there's a mental thinking habits that can go with the root chakra. So it is such a portal of wisdom.
Yeah, totally. So I thought on a bit of fun.
Let's do fun.
We talked to everybody. If you didn't see the first one, we actually said that after each chakra, we're going to, Tosca and I are both going to run a little competition to give some free gifts away.
Yes.
So what we wanted to do, if you, so we can get everybody's names and we know who is in, share this, once I save it and everything to IGTV, please share this to your story and mention at Tosca the Joyful Goddess and at Seventh Heaven Soy Candles, which is me. So that will come up and that will show us who has done that, and we can put your name in a draw. The other thing is, if you don't follow Tosca, please go and follow Tosca. I'll put her in the comments at Tosca the Joyful Goddess. Tosca the Joyful Goddess or Tosca Joyful Goddess?
Yeah,
yep.
Tosca the Joyful Goddess.
Yep. And then come back and like mine as well, like the post, of course. And yeah, so I'm going to be giving away the root chakra candle, which is red and is frankincense and myrrh.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So that one's going to be what I'm going to give. And Tosca.
Yes, I am very, very excited because one of the things I love to do is do chakra readings. So to actually give away a free chakra reading where I zoom into your chakras and I talk to which one that wants to speak to me and give you a 15-minute free chakra reading. And it may not necessarily be on the root chakra. It may be on any chakra that's really coming through. And we will have the emotional, the spiritual, the mental, and the physical aspect of that little mini chakra reading. And it's about 15, 20 minutes. So can't wait to give that away too. That's so much crazy fun.
That's awesome. So what, if it's all right with you, Tosca, what we'll do is once we finish next week's session,
yes,
where we're going to talk about the root chakra again,
yes,
then we'll give those, if anybody new joins, then we'll give them the opportunity, maybe, I don't know, 24 hours or something, or maybe 48 hours. We'll figure it out. And then we're just doing this. We're just going with the flow. Then we can draw it and we can let everybody know who the winner is for the very first prize giveaway. So hopefully, yes, one of our viewers is lucky, either live or afterwards. It doesn't matter. We're not going to shut it down. So yeah, that's going to be exciting.
Yes. It is.
It is. After reading myself.
I know. We'll have to do that. We'll have to do that. Maybe if you're game enough, we could do it live.
Might have to think about that to the end. People might know too many secrets.
You're safe, baby. You're safe.
Oh my God. Oh dear, that could be a bit scary, really.
It could be fun. We could have fun.
It could be fun. It could be fun. You know, I'm always out there to show the world what a interesting individual I can be sometimes. It's all those fragrances. I'm just sniffing too many different things.
All that good stuff. Yeah, beautiful.
All right.
We're going to be running these competitions every 2 weeks. So a lot of people are going to be getting a lot of free gifts and a lot of chakra readings. And how exciting is that? It's nice to actually share some fun and some lightness and some, connection right now. We all need it.
Yeah, we all need to connect. I think it's really important because as you, like social media, we're just hiding behind a keyboard. So not doing a lot. Yeah. So it's always nice to reach out and meet new people. It is. Share your thoughts and feelings and how you're going and are you okay? And,
absolutely.
Yeah, we hope that everybody is doing okay.
Absolutely. And to know that they're not doing it alone, that we're in it together, and feeling connected is so important.
We've had a couple of people just join us too. So if you'd like to go back and watch the video, there's the instructions on how to go into the draw to win some prizes. So you might want to do that.
Yeah. So much fun.
All right. So Did you have anything else you'd like to add, Goddess?
Oh, Goddess, no, I was just going to do the Goddess vibe to everybody. May you be well and may you be happy. Yeah, that's it.
That's beautiful. All right.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much, Tosca.
You're welcome, beautiful one. And we'll see everybody next Friday.
Yay! Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.